2, 1.
I've been doing reviews of electric vehicles for more than 5 years now, and I'll say right up front that this is a car unlike anything I've ever driven. However, in this video, I'll attempt to put into words the feeling of 1,020 horsepower and a 0 to 60 of 1.9 seconds. My name is Sean Mitchell with All Things EV. Let's dive in. To the untrained eye, the exterior of this vehicle looks like previous versions. It has the same body design but with some minor tweaks. A few notable updates are wider fenders to fit the larger tires, updated front and rear bumpers, and a switch from chrome trim to matte black. The interior, however, has received a complete redesign. It's not only aesthetically pleasing to the eye, there are also many driver-passenger experiential improvements. The most notable change to the interior? Tesla took the 17-inch vertical screen and turned it horizontal to match their Model 3 and Y screen orientations. There's a practical reason why Tesla did this too. It requires less of a glance away from the road for the driver since the screen sits higher on the dash. The screen is now in better view for the backseat passengers when using Tesla's entertainment features like Netflix, YouTube, and TikTok. Another immediately noticeable change to the interior is the Yoke steering wheel. When Tesla initially published the design on their order page, it was met with a lot of mixed opinion. I personally was uncertain about how easy it would be to drive. After getting behind the wheel, I found it to be a very easy adjustment, even while doing multiple rotations of the wheel. What I think most drivers will come to enjoy about the Yoke is the excellent visibility. You don't realize how much a circular steering wheel obstructs your view until it's gone. A few less noticeable updates are the reintroduction of the ventilated seats, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The same redesigned HVAC that Model 3 and Y have with digital controls of vent flow, and a touchscreen for the second row that enables passengers to control rear airflow, games, and video entertainment. As far as technology in the car, it boasts a 2200 by 1300 resolution front screen, acoustic glass for improved road noise dampening, 22 speaker 920 watt sound system, and PS5 level performance with 60 frames per second. Speaking of gaming, you can even use wireless gaming controllers to play games. According to Plaid owner T-Raps on Twitter, games can only be played while the car is in park, even for the second row. It sounds like in time software updates will enable rear gaming, but as of the recording of this video, it does not. However, the second row can watch video apps like Netflix and YouTube on the rear screen while the car is in motion, according to Tesla owners. The software that drives the touchscreen, in my opinion, is one of the areas where Tesla shines. They have the best software in the auto industry, hands down. The screen is crisp and responsive, the layout is intuitive, and they continue to iterate on features and functions regularly through over-the-air software updates. The processing power required to render and display full self-driving is also not to be overlooked. If you're like most people considering the Model S Plaid, you're likely not considering it without wanting to know how it performs. And let me tell you, I've never experienced anything like it. The acceleration from a standstill is difficult to put into words. It has an uncannily exhilarating feeling to when I think about Tesla before they had the Model Y.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. He's in there. Wow.
The acceleration took me completely by surprise. It's jarring, gives you butterflies in your belly, and doesn't let up until you take your foot off of the accelerator. I also had a chance to take it up a canyon. Handling around corners on the 19-inch all-season tires was sufficient at low and moderate speeds. I believe adding the 21-inch tires and wheels would make it feel even more responsive around corners. And the acoustic glass and air suspension give the driving experience a very buttery drive. Tesla added a third motor to the Performance S, 2 in the back and 1 in the front. It also sees Tesla's heat pump, which has been in the Model 3 and Y for several years now. Elon Musk says it has 30% better cold weather range. Though it has 1,000+ horsepower, Tesla somehow manages to give the power-hungry sedan 396 miles of range. Part of this may be due to the improved drag coefficient, 0.208. That's down from 0.24. Though it does best the Porsche Taycan's 0.22 drag coefficient, it just misses beating Lucid Air and Mercedes EQC's 0.200 drag coefficient. It was really difficult to find things that I didn't like about the car. Yes, it would have been nice to see a major exterior refresh, but the interior update made me forget all about it pretty quickly. I would love to see 2 second-row screens on the backs of the front seats so that backseat passengers don't have to look so far down at where the screen is at currently. With the interior refresh, Tesla's moved the horn function from something that you push in the middle of the steering wheel with your palm to something that you push with your finger or your thumb on the right side of the yoke. However, if you place your palm on the right side of that yoke covering all buttons, the car does recognize the input as a honk. This does make it easier. Still, it would be nice to move that horn back to the middle of the steering wheel or yoke. In summary, this car is truly alien technology. The way Tesla makes all of their technology in this car work in concert is incredibly impressive and bleeding edge. The launch from standstill is mind-blowingly addictive. The interior refresh is refined, elegant, and more intuitive than previous iterations. If you can afford the $135,000 plus price tag for the Model S Plaid, I'd highly recommend it. This is Sean Mitchell from All Things EV. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm also going to put out a comparison video from my 2013 Model S to this new Plaid and show you what has changed over the years with their design. Thanks so much for watching and catch everyone on the next video.